Welcome, Periscope. Y'all on it tonight. All right, Facebook Live coming up now. Leah, Corendis. I see Misha, Gilda. Welcome, God's Angel. Ebony Edwards, Anya, Christina Atkins. Good evening. How's everyone doing? Maria, got them pink hearts flowing. Who is that? It just keeps their hand right on it. Oh, yep, I see Misha. Like her finger just on it. Belinda, welcome. Welcome, Jeanette. Priscilla. Katrina. Rail. Somebody said on again. I missed who it was, but I saw it. The Gilberts. Yes, come on in, delegates. Andrea. Hi, Natasha. Welcome, Gertrude. Du Bois, Charmaine. All right, Mike and Sharella there. Lady Latanya, Dajanay. Elder Greg. Linda Knight. Hi, Linda. Elitza. Nicole. All right, Jeanette, ready for day 17. Hope you mean it. This is going to be a thick one. Tasha. Yep, that's right. Go on, start saying hello to your fellow delegates, your family members. God bless you as well, Evangelist Melinda. Did I miss you for a couple nights? Vanessa. Pastor Lydia. Hola, ¿cómo esté? Hello, Viva. That's right. She's saying hello, delegates. What's up, Nisi? Angie Martin. Hi, Karen. Heard y'all had church on Sunday without me. Very good. She said she hoped everyone's week is going good. How sweet. Go on, Nia. Nia, have you left me for a couple nights?
No.
Nia.
Oh.
Colleen. Ebony. Okay, all right. I'm gonna let you have that one, Nia. She says, but I'm back. And you're never late because we have replay. Hello, CW. Natalia. Jumping. Thumbs are going across the screen. Hi, Faith Adams. Carol. Alicia. I'm glad you're back, Evangelist. Just noticed that you were missed. I noticed you. Hi, Jasmine. All right, Karen. You're doing it up. Look out, world. D. Davis. Best seat in the house. Well, you know I'm going to ask, so I'll go ahead and start now since we're on a little bit early and getting a head start. It's 9:04, so go on and tell me who's got the best seat in the house. Colleen, you really had to do that to me. Yes. Good evening, Harriet. Oh, Vanessa said she's got the best seat in the house. She's got a little competition for Maria. John Booker. Beverly Ann Hammer. Beverly Ann, have you been on or have you been missing? Go ahead, Charmaine. Tell them. No, Dajanay says she does. Anya says she always does. Y'all sound real spoiled. That's nice having the best seat in the house. Jasmine, you have the best seat in the house? New Life 0004. All right. Let's go. Let's go. People are zooming home from, I know from my part of the city, people are zooming home from Bible study. Go ahead, Gilda. Best seat in the house. Yeah. Yes, Du Bois. Best seat in the car. Still got the best seat in this house. Go ahead, Natasha. You cannot go wrong with that. We have VIP status up in here. That's right, Jackie. Welcome, Detox delegates. Oh, who missed Diamond? Is that Destiny? Thought you were going to sleep, little girl. Blessed young lady. Welcome, Elder Denise. All right, Manuel, you're the one driving. All right, y'all two be easy. Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, you both be easy tonight. Amen. Welcome, Reverend Charles Craig. Go ahead, Elder Greg. He already knows the routine. Forgiveness is the key to killing the root of bitterness. So let's go. Charge up the screen tonight. Give me your one-line prescriptions that you are working out in your life. Let's go. Aww, my Shanette. They won't know who I'm talking to, but I love you. And you know you're gorgeous. That's right. Get home safely. Manuel, let's go. Come on. All right, the Bookers are together. Leah Shaw says upgrade. Welcome, Nolan. Gwyneth, y'all put these phone down on the seat in your car, okay? You can hear the words that are coming out of my mouth. You don't have to see my face. Yes, we want to have a good testimony. I don't want to hear no check-ins from the hospital because y'all trying to look. Just state your piece, put the car in drive, and leave it down till you get home. Welcome, Kareem. Welcome, Destiny. Rejection is God's protection. Only babies do not have the choice to make their own decisions. I am not a baby. I can't control what people say about me. I can control what I believe. Come on. All right, Gwyneth. My dog has really missed me. Toxic words are poison, but the tongue of the wise bring healing. If I don't get a handle on my anger, it will get a handle on me. Selah. That's right, Dashane. I am not a baby. Be quick to listen and slow to speak. Kind words heal. Toxic words are poison, but the tongue of the wise bring healing. Come on, Dents Do. Let's go. I see y'all checking in. Terrell, welcome. Change the pattern. That's right. Even if it went from a thread to a pattern, you can still change the pattern. Love is not easily angered. How's your love meter? The only people that cannot control things in their lives are babies. Okay, that was hopefully just temporarily. Airtime is valuable. You can't judge me if you don't love me. Hi, Amana. Hey, Jay. Jay saying hi to Lisa. How cute. Misha, you got kicked out?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. What's going on already? All right. We're going to start because there's something I want to jump in with. I took a quick little survey. Hello, Bernard. You just kicked us out by calling me, but I'm glad you called. How's everybody doing? I don't want to freeze like I did last night. Yeah, they take turns switching. Yes, Tamara. Yes, Corindas. That's right, Lydia. What kind of anger do you have? Come on. If you can, put up your one-liners. All right. KJMD is back on. You had to switch, huh? I want my soul back. I know that's right. Ooh, come on, Pastor Lydia. If you cannot control your anger or rage, you should not be in a relationship. Good evening, Jeanette Robinson. Good evening. What I want to start quickly, we'll they'll have a few minutes they can jump in, but this will be for those who are on time. I saw through my survey last night, the online survey, nothing offline, nothing through the email. You didn't miss it. If you were on last night, you were in the survey. And I had asked, what number were we on for our 100 Reasons to Live? So why don't we go ahead, since you probably worked on a few more today. Hopefully you found one new one when you woke up this morning on one reason today that you have to live. So tell me, on your way up to 100, what number are you at of reasons why you have to live? Welcome, Rochelle. All right, Jeanette, that's a board I have in my house. Be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. That was from Mike Tate and Tamara. Okay, Ebony's on number 73. Anger keeps us bound. Katrina's on number 26. Christina, 7. Yeah, you need to take a couple days off of work, honey. You just need a you moment. Jeanette Silva's at 21. Elitza hit 100. Jackie at 78. Proud of you. Gilda at 17. Misha at 51. Come on, Periscope. Y'all got 100 hearts going across the screen. Give me 100 reasons. Or 100 push-ups. You choose. Gilda 17. Misha 51. Come on. Those hearts are going up like fire. Like the flame in a fireplace. Your heart is shooting them up. Tarina, Jackie Harden, welcome. I see one little heart go across the screen. Is everybody all right in Facebook land? Give me a little thumbs up or something if you're okay. Destiny's at 50. Okay, that's good. Elder Greg's still at 25. Okay, so this is what I want to do. I did them all. Tasha got to 100. I want to run off a quick few names of some and see if you have them on your list. And maybe this will appear to you or appeal to you. Now, I cannot help you with the 100 because this really has to be something that you see as valuable. But I think I can maybe put a little oil in the tank and get the engine running a little bit for you. Because I think you maybe you're just not taking a moment to think. You're just too busy and you're just grasping at straws and you're not thinking from the reality of life. If your eyes closed tonight, what are some of the things that you would miss? Now you might say, oh, I wouldn't miss anything because I'd be gone. But you get my point. There's something that you would miss if you are not here anymore. And some of these simple things may be the sunrise or the sunset. Do we have any sunrise and sunset lovers out here? You love to see the sunrise. I know that's my favorite. And I have actually witnessed the sun setting a few times where I was actually in the beach. I was up at Cape Cod in the beach and I watched the sunset and how the water rose as the sun went down. And where I was standing, there was actually no water at all. But as the sun began to go down, the water began to go higher up. And I actually witnessed God's provision in life. Automatic rules set in place no matter what. Welcome, Yvette. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome, Vicky. So come on and tell me, anybody sunrise or sunset lovers? Let me know. Sunrise or sunset lovers, are you out here? See? Somebody's getting a painting of both of those on canvas. Now that's what I'm talking about. RG3, you go ahead. Ebony said yes. All right, Colleen said yes, she loves sunsets. Rel said she loves both. Absolutely. Come on. Is this on your list? Has anybody had this on their list? Welcome, Latanya. Did you have this on your list? Good. Christina said she is of both. Yes, both. Did y'all have this on the list? Somebody says no. Somebody else said yes, I do. So sunrise. Oh, it's so beautiful. That's why I like my prayer time at that hour. It's good to pray as the sun is coming up. Nothing religious about it. Nothing deep about it. It's just beautiful. Sunrise and sunset. Belinda Perry. Both, someone says. Sunrise and sunset. Come on, sunrise. Hey, Barbie, I was getting ready to mark you as absent. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, Sylvia, it's my favorite. Matter of fact, we should think about having a conference at Cape Cod. How many of y'all would want to go to Cape Cod for a conference? Come on, sit down, Mama. You got to get down. Oh, man, now somebody wants to take us to Jamaica. All right, Pastor Lydia. We'll get to Jamaica, but maybe not this year. Tamara said it wasn't on her list. Okay. Elder Greg, it wasn't on your list. Elder Greg, is this something that you think you could put on your list now? Does this really pertain to you? Or is it just something you'd put on there just because we brought it up tonight? I will miss the motivation that bring to people. Okay, Vanessa, good. Good. All right, they're saying, let's go to the Cape. We're going to go to the Cape instead. Mark said him. Yep. Good. All right. I see y'all really answering about the Cape Cod. Now let's get back to the question at hand. How many of y'all actually had the sunrise or sunset on your list? Just give me a Y. If you did, say Y. If you did not, put an N up. John Booker said bags packed. He tells me that every Sunday. Bags packed. Apostle, where we going? Cape Cod, Karen said yes. I guess we're getting out of Connecticut, Anya. Plans change. I got to find us something at the Cape. I have a few names for you. We're going to Cape Cod, everyone. Are y'all going to be ready? You're not going to leave me hanging, right? You're not going to leave me hanging. We're going to Cape Cod for our conference. Woo! What a good place to detox. I'm telling you, I would take y'all in the ocean at sunset time, and you will feel that sun setting and the water rising, and you'll be connecting with the creator of heaven and earth. Oh my God. Beautiful. All right. How about this one? Let me just name a couple more. How about the first snowfall? Does that do anything for anyone? The first snowfall. I done messed up tonight. We're going to be talking about Cape Cod for the rest of this hour. I just messed up in Bible study. I brought up one topic, and we never even opened any book, but the word of life came right out of us. That was a joke. It wasn't messed up. It was good. Picked up 2 for the list. See? Yep. But Mark says, nope, but his bags are packed. Oh, my God, that sounds incredible. Jasmine, it is. I'm telling you, I love life. I'm a lover of life. I have so much passion and joy for life. Y'all going to have a ball with me. Trust me. All right, Karen says she's not going to leave me hanging. Make sure y'all have gone on to the website and registered so that we can send this information out to you. Make sure you're a subscriber because we're going to lose so much contact after these 30 days. What are we going to do? Ooh, that's a reason to live, right? So we could connect as delegates. The leaves, when they fall from the trees and change color. You better go ahead, Determined. You better go ahead. I just mentioned the first snowfall. Does that do anything for anyone? Is that a reason to live? It's beautiful. I know I love it. It's always peaceful. Someone else just said the first sign of the leaves changing or the leaves falling. How about, let's see, what's another good one? Traveling the world. Anyone want to travel the world? Is that a reason to live? Because I haven't traveled the world yet. Good. Thank you for all those who have subscribed. Yes, Terry Clark, connection. Okay, very good, Barbie. She loves decorating for Christmas. That's a good one. Did you have that on your list? I love fall. Yes, autumn, fall foliage. Good. God, y'all putting lips up and everything tonight. I'm getting kisses and everything for saying Cape Cod. Should have told me. I'd have been said it. The world is a beautiful place to travel. Absolutely. Absolutely. So you haven't seen the world yet. That's a reason to live. Please don't take me out of this earth while I'm just a secretary or a bookkeeper or an administrator. I don't care if you're a company owner. Don't let me work all my years of my healthiest life only to be too sick to travel when I actually have the time. 3 times out of the country. See, you're living. That's good. Welcome, Tony. You and Derek going to get a check mark. Ooh, go ahead, Evangelist Melinda. Watching your grandchildren being born. You go ahead. I turned that down, but I did stay in the hallway. I couldn't. That was like, we different. Cooking. Good. A few people said that's already on their list. A cruise with my BFF and family. All right now. I want to experience the world and I want to experience snowfall. There we go. Welcome, Reverend Tammy. So you already said Christmas lights, so that's a good one. How about the future? One of my reasons to live is I need to see the future. And you could specialize that instead of generalizing it. The future of my children. The future of my grandchildren. That's an important one. Right? You have that on your list? I know, Latanya. Y'all got to deal with me every week. Oh, somebody's got a cute little name. Okay. Let's see. How about for love? How about for love? Is that on your list? Is that a reason to live? Oh, Terry Clark said, meet my Boaz. Make sure it's Boaz, honey. The relief you feel after crying. Wow, you're passionate, Barbie. Baseball, pitchers and catchers. I want to see the future. Yes, yes. Own my own business. Holding my kids. So travel, holidays, sunsets, sunrises, seasons change. The future. You can name it your children or anything. All that you put work into. Become a pediatrician. I love that. The future's on your list. Go on, CW. All right. People have had it on their list. Now that one I wouldn't have thought off the top of my head. How about laughter? Is that a reason to live because you love to laugh? That's a real good reason to live because that's something you do not want to live without. So maybe that would help some of us, Nisi, Elder Greg, how many of y'all, Christina, a few of y'all, your numbers are real minuscule. How about turn it the other way, turn the table the other way. How about things you'd like to see before you die? Maybe that would help you instead of saying 100 reasons to live, because sometimes you can't think of the reasons to live because you lost hope. But how about turning it this way? I don't want to die without, and now fill that list up. Welcome over here, Maria. Anybody like ice cream? Is that a reason to live? I don't want to live on this earth and not be able to eat ice cream, so ice cream it is. Find my tribe. Very good. Oh, man. Listen to this one. This is personal. Y'all might not be able to get with this one. Okay. This list. This is a generic list. I think I got it off Wikipedia just to stimulate. It's not mine because mine's still personal to me. But how about this one? Because this really is me. Do I have anybody out here that can understand this one? Welcome, Cheryl Johnson. Taking a shower and then sleeping in clean sheets. Drop the mic. Especially some 1800 Egyptian thread counts or some 800 Egyptian thread counts. Is that personal? I do not want to live, one, without a shower. But two, I don't want to live without a shower and clean sheets. That's like, I worked hard all week. Boom. That's my spa day. Who's with me? Come on. Leah dropped the mic. I'm not sure what she dropped it for, but she dropped the mic. Yes, Du Bois. Come on. Nobody else like that one? That's a major one for me. I loved it when my mother used to do it. I loved when it was laundry day. Because the sheets would be changed, a few times during the week. I know some of y'all OCD, you may change them every day. You may need to change your sheets every day. Hale. But we're going to leave that out there for the universe to deal with. What I'm dealing with tonight is the feeling when you slide in and those sheets are like, yes, 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 like I was born again. Who's with me? Somebody said, I love sheets and towels. Yes, okay. Drop the mic to clean sheets. See, she's with me. Go to the spa. Good one, Apostle. Okay, so y'all feeling me. Good. I mean, that's just like, that's like dessert for me. That's how important it is to me. I really, really, really enjoy that. You too, Evangelist? Very good. All right, I'm going to give you two more and we're going to move on. I don't even eat breakfast. I'll just take coffee in bed. How about breakfast in bed? I'll just take coffee in bed. So many times I'll be wanting to call my assistant, but I don't try to take advantage of people. And I just want to say, could you just bring me a coffee? I mean, I don't even want to get out the bed. I'm so relaxed. I get to stay in bed a little later today. I don't even want to get up and ruin it for coffee because I know once I get up and I go down to that kitchen, it's over for me. Anybody else like that? Go ahead, Barbie. Feeling of holding in someone's arm, being held in someone's arm. Yep, that does feel good. Yes, we'll be sleeping in clean sheets tonight. Today was my spa day. New sheets are a new me. And you know what? I saw some on Groupon. I'm going to go hit that order tonight and I'm ordering me some new sheets. See? That's how we take care of me. I'm looking out for me. And the granddaughter and the husband and everybody else going to be in them. But I'm still going to order me some new sheets. Breakfast in bed. Oh, Elder Denise said kissing my husband. Well, there's another one I was going to bring up to the married folk. Meaningful sex. How many of y'all put that on there? I got a couple single women in my... Oh, the screen just lit up. Like, what happened here? All these hearts just went across the screen now. Let me see. Is that on your list? Okay, somebody said just being appreciated. But what about meaningful sex? Come on. Meaningful sex. There's a difference. To take a road trip with the girls. Buffering like crazy. Jackie, turn off your Wi-Fi and just be on your data for a little bit. See if it helps. The taste of your favorite food. Now, that's another one for me, like shower and sheets. Food. I love food. Welcome, Virtuous Love. Yes, absolutely. All right. Since we're going through detox, how about forgiveness? Is that on your list? How about forgiveness? Nails and pedicure. All right. Falling in love with my husband again and again. Oh, I got such a great family out here. Detox what? Your life. Everything. Seeing the day my daughter is healed. Wow, beautiful. That would definitely be on my list. Forgiveness is on the list for sure. Y'all thought about forgiveness? Y'all some real detox people. You got all that anger out your soul, so you're a little nicer now. Spending the day with someone you love. Somebody could say bonfires, holding hands, road trips. How many of y'all like road trips? And then I'll read this last one that's familiar to me. Thunderstorms. Thunderstorms. I love the rain. Okay, Natasha says something was on her list that I just read off. Elder Denise said a well-cooked. Yes, forgiving and receiving forgiveness. Being the change that I want to see. Very good. Back to Boaz. Take a luxury trip for our honeymoon. Simply because God gave me life and he has the last say so. Nice. Good. What? Elder Denise said new wigs. I can't knock it, sister. I like new sheets. You like new wigs. I ain't gonna knock you. I ain't gonna knock you. Good. Hot air balloon ride. Ooh, I didn't know you had a little daredevil in you. Welcome, Pastor Nancy. Well-cooked steaks. How about some hot cookies just out the oven? Determined when to help people financially. Waterfalls. Okay. Yep, we're just going over some, just to try to stimulate the thinking, Regina. So we're just naming a few for those who are still at 2 and 4 and 6. Because cancer isn't worth it. Uh-oh, she just segued us from our teaching on last night. Do you remember last night on the teaching? What did you think about the teaching on last night? Roller coasters. Okay, that's a good one. Not for me, but I'm glad your mind is really thinking about what would you miss if it was not in your life. Those are your 100 reasons that you should write down. Uh-oh, somebody said Capital Grill, good steak. Oh, grandbaby vision. Amen. Me too. New high heel shoes. You better go, Vicky. Back rubs by my husband. Perfection. Tell him, Cheryl. Don't you hold back that treasure. Tell him. Okay, Natasha, thank you. She was agreeing that forgiveness was on her list. I love the rain and the trees when they are wet. Good. Skydiving. Hot cookies. Yes. Losing my goal. All right, I guess we better put that on our list. I can't die yet because I need to lose some weight. Absolutely. Finishing high school. Very good goal. Awesome. All right. So how was last night for you? Tell me what last night did to you. On a scale from 1 to 10, how are you working out? What was last night? Bitterness? Was we wrapping up bitterness? How's it going? We better go have a day. Maybe we need to have a soul detox at Six Flags. Y'all want roller coasters and skydiving, and I'll just take the cotton candy and the candy apples and wait for y'all on the ground. So tell me about last night on a 1 to 10. 1 to 10. How are you working out bitterness? Because that took us a couple days to go through, and I need to make sure you're not rushing through it, even though you're going to be able to go through this again throughout the year because you're going to have the material. I know that's right, Virtuous Love. Yep, Tony, we said that one. That's a good one. Mountain climbing. All right, thank you, Leah. She said last night was a 10 for her. Dajanay say literally a 7. Very good. Jeanette say 10. I did so good on my anger today. Go, Sylvie. Come on. To finish reading all my books. Definitely. I have to put that one on mine. Thank you. Funnel cake. Yes. Come on. Oh, yes. Thank you. Last night it was anger and rage. Thank you, Elder Greg. 10, 10, 10. Good. Very good. Well, tonight, guess what we're talking about tonight? Fear. Good. 10s are coming up. Somebody said, I love cotton candy and candy apples. So do I. Anger and rage. Thank you. She hit an 8 with it. Good. Did you realize that you had some anger in you, or that you were not controlling it as well as you thought you were? That you thought by suffocating it and keeping it in, that you were actually dealing with your anger? So did you learn anything last night about anger, about yourself? Not your neighbor, not your spouse. Did you learn anything about yourself? Good. Very good. Good. One delegate said passive aggressive. I fear women because my mother was never in my life. That's actually real. Last night I had to replay it. I think somebody said 2 times. Tonight is fear. Yep. Working it out. No road rage today. Okay, that's good. Replay is good. Replay as much as you want. I've been watching how I respond to irritation. Good. Well, tonight we're talking about fear. And I didn't write down our quote. Well, it was I didn't really care for it too much. Maybe I'll get you a better one tomorrow. Yeah, it sounded a little like kooky to me. So I'll find a better one for us tomorrow. But we're going to talk about fear tonight. And I just want to open up by saying, how often do you look back and think about your childhood fears? Put up on the screen for me tonight, what were some of your childhood fears? Passive aggressive. I knew that was going to be a big one. I knew it. I knew it. And when I meet and counsel with people, oftentimes they don't even realize that their behaviors are passive aggressive. The spouse or the partner will even say to them, their anger is so much better than mine. And as we begin to dig, we find out, no, baby, that's why they bleached your clothes by accident. That's why they were late when you needed them to be on time for something. That's why they accidentally forgot something that was so important to you, and it should have been important to them. Passive aggressive behavior calls this type of mindset. It's a subtle form of retaliation. Oh, I forgot that you really wanted something to drink, but I can't go back out. I'm sorry. Come on, little things. Good. Good, very good. So what about your childhood fears? Come on, somebody tell me what was one. What was a childhood fear? Heights, and still is. Okay. Thank you, Takara. That's good. All right. Somebody said cops. Fear of rejection, the dark. Holding it in my mouth and it's like dynamite now. But change is on the way. Talking in front of people. Okay, good, Rivera. Thank you. Scary movies. Heights and mice. Deep water. I'm with you. Life. My father. Wow. Rejection. Inappropriately touched. Rape. Swimming. Heights. Yelling and arguing. It's why I avoid conflict today. Very good research. Not having friends. Fear of drowning. Fighting. Parental rage. Drowning and still is fearful of that. The boogeyman. You ain't find out yet about the boogeyman? Motherless. Abandonment. Being left alone. Constant rejection. Fear of rejection. Seeing things that wasn't there in the physical. Still being put on the spot in front of church. Well, I'll help you with that because I'm going to put you on spot in the front in church. Yeah. Not having a family of my own. That's big. Absolutely. Fear of just being myself. Fear of being laughed at. Not being loved by the right man because my dad wasn't there. Getting a call that my mom overdosed. Oh, my. Getting caught smoking. All right, Gilda, I probably was with you. Picking up them dirty butts off the street thinking we was grown smoking, right? Fear of drowning. Being left alone. Death. My grandmother's. Fear of not fitting in. The fear of being spoiled. Misunderstood. Fear of something happening to my mother. She was in an abusive relationship with my dad. Look at the burdens that were put on us. Scary movies. Thank you, Chiquita. Lizards. The dark. Of my dad being abusive and potentially dying from addiction. Losing people I love. Driving over bridges. That one haunts me from time to time. Undetermined. Welcome, Juliet. Hunger. Fear of low self-esteem and confidence. Fear of success. We're going to deal with that over the next 2 days. Fear of being loved. Fear of being wrong. We're going to deal with all of those. Not being seen or heard. Fear of being rejected because my dad rejected me. Beatings. Man, we always afraid of beatings. I don't know if this generation don't get beatings, but they wasn't called timeout. When we was coming, they was called whoopings or beatings. Whoopings, just like that. I'm saying it that way on purpose. Fear of failing, fear of being vulnerable, dying alone and no one knowing or caring. Snakes. Is that a snake, Barbie? Fear of being unheard, misunderstood, driving on the highway, alcohol addiction, fear of life. Okay, good. So those were some of the things we dealt with in our childhood. How many of those are no longer a problem for you today? If they're no longer a problem for you today, say yes. If you still have the same fears from your childhood, put up a no. Nope, not delivered. Yes, delivered. Good. Good. Yep. One yes and a bunch of no's on Periscope. Come on. Talk to me. Yes, I'm over it. No, I'm not over it. Welcome, Cindy. Welcome, Shania. Oh, very good, determined. Not over it. The things I feared the most. Facebook Live. Tell me if you are over that. Say yes. If you're not, say no. Childhood fears. Very good, Lisa Logan. Thank you, Mike Rose. Somewhat. Hi, Born Red. Good. Good. Here's most of us still continue to this day with our fears. Some of them we battle to an extreme measure each day. Some of the fears we have in our adult life: losing our job, getting sick, going bankrupt, divorce, betrayal, death. Some of us have a fear of losing our minds. Did I talk to anyone about this? Am I reaching you? Do you battle with losing your job, getting sick, going bankrupt, divorce, betrayal, death, and mental breakdowns? All right. Periscope says I'm talking to them. Welcome, Apostle Thelma. Very good, Terry. Very good, Jackie. Good. All of them. Somebody said all of them. The more fear we allow in our lives, the more we struggle to grow. That's a journal moment. The more fear we allow in our lives, the more we struggle to grow. Even spiritually. If you are a spiritual person, the more fear you allow in your lives, the more you struggle to grow, and that includes spiritual. That's why some people say, and you've been in the church how long? It don't matter how long I've been in the church. Obviously, because we are so bound with fears, we can't grow. But yet some of y'all have had dreams that you're going to be on TV, that you're going to the nations, that you're going to own your own company, that you're going to be a speaker of some great injustice that's going around, that you're going to form this and you're going to be a leader of this, but you have fear. And you notice that the clock is passing time by every second. And you still have this dream, but you're not paying attention to the clock. Thank you, Maria. The more fear we allow in our lives, the more we struggle to grow, even spiritually. Fear poisons us a little each day if we don't face it head on and annul it. You have to declare it invalid. Make it annul. A-N-N-U-L. Make it annul. Annihilate it and make it annul. Declare it is invalid. hit it head on and hit its power source head on. What's its power source? Well, you have to identify where it's coming from first. Where is this fear coming from? Fear of death, fear of sickness, fear of losing my job, fear of running out of money, going bankrupt, fear of divorce, betrayal, death, fear of a mental breakdown. Where is this coming from? Annihilate this thing. Welcome, Brittany. Miss Jim Bible Study. Human babies have only two fears. Are you with me? Babies. They have two fears. Life situations. That's good. Two fears that babies have. And this is really good. I got a lot out of this because two fears that baby have, that means when we are brought into this earth, there's two things that we fear. Because we already have a soul. Remember when we got our soul? We already have a soul. So there's two fears that are already in it. Two. How many did y'all name from just your childhood alone? Where did these come from? Anyone want to know what the two fears are that babies have? Hit the power source. Yep. There you go, Pastor Lydia. She named one. That's right, Jeanette. Babies have two fears. The first one is the fear of falling. And the second one is the fear of loud noises. That's all babies know. They know falling and they know loud noises. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, Gilda. Absolutely. Babies are born into this earth with two general fears. That's how much is in their soul. Two. Fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. And you can tell whenever the loud music blasts on, they are startled. Thank you, Maria. This means that those other fears that we are afraid of are learned fears or learned behaviors. That's a journal moment. Learned fears or learned behavior. You learned these fears from somewhere. We're going to deal with those somewheres by tomorrow and the third night. This topic, I think, may take us 3 nights instead of 1. But these fears, besides those two, they come from being learned, being experienced in something or inexperienced. These are fears that we have accumulated mostly through experience. After these two fears, all fears are accumulated mostly through experience. Yes, Taquana. We're going to get rid of these fears. I today started writing a list of the fears that I'm going to work on in 2017 that has got to go. They have got to go. And I'm going to put the challenge on myself to do it. And I may ask one of y'all to be a partner with me in some of these things. Some of them I may need to face completely on my own. And that may mean people, places, or things. There's some people that we fear we may need to face this year. Drop the mic. There's some things that we fear we may have to face this year. How many of y'all can watch those movies like, what's those, is it Survivor? Which one of those movies have those people eating worms and being in a tank full of snakes? And is it Survivor? Yeah. What's the name of it?
Fear Factor.
Fear Factor. Ooh, that's something we need to set up at our Soul Detox conference. We're going to set up one evening. It's going to be our Fear Factor afternoon. And we're going to take some to the water, and we ain't going to be singing down to the water. We ain't doing none of that. Nope. Some may need to go up in the helicopter. Some may, well, I don't want to go too much in my lesson yet, but you're getting the point. Welcome, Monica. All right, Elder Denise. Fear of leading. That's real. So all these fears that we have, they are accumulated mostly through experience. This is another journal moment. Fear weighs us down. Fear weighs us down. Yeah, we're going to get rid of the anxiety by getting rid of the fear. See, anxiety is the manifestation of something inside being off or wrong. Remember that at class 2? There's manifestations on the outside that something inside our soul is either off or wrong. What's off or wrong is fear. Fear causes anxiety. So when I only get anxious when somebody provokes me. No, anxiety was already there, but the root is fear. Welcome, Allie. The root is fear. So fear weighs us down. Fear prevents us from traveling through life with speed and courage. That's right, Mike Tate. That's right. Fear prevents us from traveling through life with speed and courage. Why did you slow down? Why is this project half done? Toxic thoughts came and started attacking your mind and stopped you from finishing your book, finish your assignment. You started building the website for your company. You stopped. You started to engage in a conversation with someone and you backed out. Why? Because fear prevents us from traveling through life with speed and or courage. I think both. I think both. And this is good because we're going to hit one of these tonight and then we're going to go. Oh, we're doing all right. Good. How we doing? You all right? I have anxiety. I have begun to face some of my fears. Okay, Colleen, tell us one that you have. Yes, virtuous love. That's exactly it. Fear paralyzes. Fear of failure or not knowing of being expected. That's a big one. Why did you slow down? Ooh, isn't that a good one? That just reminds me of a scripture. What hindered you? What hindered you? Wasn't that Elijah's problem? I mean, not take everybody to church tonight. It was fear. Fear paralyzes. Fear plus rejection equals procrastination, avoidance, quitter mentality. They still telling me their fears. Fear of lizards. Okay, Du Bois, thank you. Du Bois said, where you going? It's only 9:45. She still got a quarter left of her meter. She ain't going nowhere yet. Absolutely. Fear weighs us down, and fear prevents us from traveling through life with speed and courage. So I want you to get your journal, and I want you to write down all the things that you would like to do before you die. All the things. We don't want to call it a bucket list because we're not kicking no bucket. We're doing this list to live, not to die. This is my to live list. This is what I want to do. And we're going to come against fears. But this isn't a fear list. This fear list is separate. What are the things that you fear? I need you to identify the things in your life that are causing you fear. And then I want you to have this other list. Things that you'd like to complete, but you know were hindered because of fear. And that's your live list. Your live list. Let me write it down because y'all going to be sending me stuff. And I'm going to be like, I don't know what that is. Those are things that you started to do, but you stopped, or it's in your mind, but you stopped because you know it's fear. And then I want you to write your fear list in your journal. Fear list. The things you fear that you're going to work on in 2017. Fear of being stagnant. Whew, I'm with you. That's a visionary's fear. I like that. Live list. Good. Good. All right. Here we go. You ready? Generally, most of all adults' fear falls into 4 categories. 4. Most of all adults' fears fall into 4 categories. 4 categories. The first one is fear of loss. Fear of loss. And again, you can write this one down and let's talk about what is your fear of loss. What is one of the things that you have a fear of losing? One of our basic human fears is the fear that comes in many forms. For a married person, thoughts of losing your spouse can prey upon your peace of mind in marriage. You have no peace of mind and you have no peace of marriage because you're always waiting for the day to be abandoned like daddy, to be abandoned like mom, to be abandoned like the last relationship, just because you think you deserve to be abandoned. So you can't enjoy the peace of your mind or the peace of your marriage. Have you ever thought about that? Marriage should be a peace for you. Dum, 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 dum. Almost every parent at some point has dealt with fear of losing a child or something just happening to them, especially when you're a new parent. Go ahead. It's all right. Let your tears out. I see you on Periscope. These are fears, fears of loss. Another fear of loss is some people fear financial loss, whether it be job loss. Maybe you're an entrepreneur or an investor and you have fear of losing. Fear of not being loved. Absolutely. Fear of failure. We're going to talk about that, Crystal. Maybe by tomorrow or the third night, we'll hit fear of failure. Yep, fear of death is real. Others fear losing control. Do we have anyone on here? This is still under fear of loss. You have a fear of losing control. There's a reason where this comes from, too. I'm going to blow your mind by the end of this fear lesson. Trust me, because I blew my own mind. When I found out how selfish fear is, you're going to gut this thing out of you and you're going to get rid of it once and for all. A fear of losing control. Why do I have a fear of losing control when I hate having to have all this control? Fear of losing control. This fear is that if you can't keep tabs on everything and everyone and keep all the plates spinning just the way you want them to, your world will collapse all around you. You have a fear of losing control. Somebody said, that's me. I always need to be in control. Yep, I have a fear of losing control. Come on. Yes. And you know what? Nicole, I want to say this to everyone out here who is saying yes, that they have a fear of losing control. To a minimal, that's not a bad thing. Usually, that is a sign that you are called to be a leader, that you are called to be in control of something that is very important, no matter what it could be. You'll be responsible for people. You'll be responsible for family. You'll be responsible for something great in this earth before you leave here. So having a small sense of fear of losing control is important, because what you fear losing control of is a sign of what's important to you. Tapping in somewhere I don't want to go yet, but it's a sign of what is important to you, and that's why you don't want to lose control. Now, the problem becomes when you're controlling people, places, and things when you don't have to go that way. So you're not even enjoying your life anymore because you need to be in control of everything. Like, you need to be in control what's on these 4 burners. That's it. You don't need to worry about how the items from the stove are being washed in the sink, how they're being dried, how they're being put up in the cabinet. You have entered into a zone of complete control, and you're going to drive yourself nuts. But fear of losing control in its minimal form is actually a good thing. And it is a sign, whether you've reached your purpose now or you are heading towards purpose, it is a sign that there is a mandate on you that you are going to have to be in control of something great in life. However, you need to know how to, what do we talk about with rage and anger and fire? You have to learn how to contaminate it and keep that controlled so that it doesn't take over your life. Am I speaking to you tonight? Somebody's laughing, saying that's me. Goodness. Someone else says it's exhausting. It is absolutely exhausting. And people don't want to be around you because you're too hard driven. All the yeses are coming up. Come on. So a small sign of that is a good sign. If you have not reached purpose yet, this is a sign that there's something in this life that you are going to be in control of, that you are going to be passionate about, and you are going to have to govern it and protect it and keep it. And it may start with your children. It may start with finances. It may start with a spouse, but it's going to grow bigger. And that's why this is in you. But you have to learn now how to keep your control under control. And that's as far as I want to go right now with that. Because if I go any further, we'll be in here till midnight. We'll be here till midnight if we touch that. But this is a fear of losing control, is that if you can't keep tabs on everything and everyone and keep all things in place at one time the way you want it, that's when it becomes a problem. The way you want it, that your world is going to collapse all around you. And then it takes you even bigger into toxic thoughts, because now you're saying, and everybody else's lives who I'm responsible for. Really? You just lost control of control. Is that a good hashtag? I just lost control of control. Think we found another one. Losing control of control. That's a good one. Come on, I don't see it on the screen. Yep, micromanaging, that's to another level as well. We're not going to deal with that so much, but we'll keep micromanaging under Our fear of losing control. Go ahead, Tarina. It is needed. It definitely is needed. So I don't want you to kick yourself completely. That's right. Losing control of control. Yes. Absolutely. So one part of it is a sign that you are going to have, it's like a fortune cookie, right? You're going to have great responsibility one day. But I'm telling you, that is in you. It's rooted in you because you are going to have great responsibility one day. And you are going to need to be a person of some control, of some discipline. You cannot be someone, you cannot be, just like, I'll use me for an example. I can talk about me freely. I don't need a copyright to talk about me. I have a ministry. It's a growing ministry. And there's no way I can be the leader, the under shepherd, under Christ over this ministry and not have some sense of control or protocol of what goes on in this ministry. There's no way I could be in a place of leadership if I can't have control. However, I still need to be able to enjoy my ministry. I need to be able to enjoy my life. I need to be able to enjoy the work that I have to do. That's not work anymore because it's now passion because I'm doing my purpose. The problem comes in is when I have a fear of losing that control. Does that hit you at home? You have control. You have the reins. You are the leader. You are the head man or woman at the ship. But the problem is you can't enjoy your leadership. You can't enjoy your profession. You can't walk stably in your purpose because you have a fear of losing the control that you have. That's when control is a problem. Good. Some people say I'm making sense. Come on, talk to me tonight. Take your notes. I know you're noting. Facebook Live, you all seem to be the big writers, I think, in the journals. Periscope, they gonna Periscope that thing and they'll just go ahead and replay. How do you separate though control? You watch for the root of fear. Watch for fear. Keep that question, Charmaine, and if I don't answer it over the next 2 days of us dealing with this topic on fear, I will make sure I address it personally, and then I will even bring it on here on our teaching. But I believe that I'm going to address that over the next couple of days. The thing we have to watch for in everything is fear. And you all can probably imagine where fear is coming from. You have to know. So far, it's been the root of most everything we've been dealing with in our soul. So, I'm going to ask you this question now. What is it for you that you fear? What is your fear? You should have that list. And what was it in the past? And is it still a problem in your present? If so, that is something you need to take immediate attention to. Because as you have grown in age, as you have grown in maturity, your fears should have grown and changed as well. So if you fear something still that you fear when you're 5, it's time to identify what is the root of this. Is it because somebody who I trusted put this fear on me? So I trust that the fear is what's the word I want to use? I trust that the fear is real, that it desires some attention to because the person who put this fear in my life was real and was somebody I trusted and respected. It was a parent, for example. So because your parent put this fear on you, you give that fear as much respect. That's what I want to say. You give that fear as much respect as the person who put that fear in you. And there's a problem because fear is not worthy of any respect. Yep, we're going to be there, Elder Ross. So many leaders are fearful. That's why they can't develop leaders. Very good, Reverend Craig. A lot of leaders are fearful that somebody's going to be greater than them, do ministry greater than them. And they're not the only one. It's in companies too, regular companies. And these people are afraid that somebody's going to do greater work than them. And so they stay in constant fear and they will self-sabotage. And in some case, it would be nobody's going to do this better than me, so I'm going to make sure that it doesn't get done. And then dwindling and disappearing and vision and people begin to perish. Are you with me? So what is it that you are afraid of losing currently? Somebody said, drop the mic. Some of us have been under fearful leaders. Fearful leaders. Fearful leaders will keep you in your place, and if not, you will cause yourself to revert backwards. And fear, even in that leadership, has been passed down. It's been passed down. Because nobody can say, I was born like that. That's just the way I am. Because babies are born with two fears. Do you still have a fear of falling? And the other fear that babies have is a fear of loud noise. And I don't think anybody on here has a fear of loud noise. Not a fear of it. You may not like loud noise, but you do not have a fear of loud noise. So all these other fears are acquired. They're acquired. They're acquired by experiences. Isn't that something? This one I don't really want to hit tonight, so we're going to get ready to stop. This one is too big of a topic. If we start it now, we will be at midnight. And I saw a few people on my Facebook Live say we can stay till midnight. But I know I'll see the numbers dwindling down, and you know how that goes. Fear of success, which will push you into greater things unknown. That's a small amount. Periscope, that's a small amount. Fear of success will usually keep you stagnant. It will keep an author working as a cashier. And I'm not putting anything down with a cashier. I mean, that's peace of mind, honey. I cash you out. I go home at night. I got a paycheck. I got peace. But God has caused you to write books, but you won't because you have a fear of success. So you stay where you are. Isn't that something? Yeah, absolutely. You have to be very careful and recognize it. And if you are a person of prayer, pray for them. But you can't pray for them because your soul ain't right. But we've got a few days left. What we have left? 13 days? I think we have like 13 days left. Fear of the unknown. Fear of losing the people I love. Yes. Good. Karen said I'm talking to her. Good. Fear to fight back. When taught you must turn the other cheek. Fear of commitment. That's a good one. Fear of commitment. That's a good one. And that comes from abandonment issues. Fear of the dark. Usually that was passed on to you from someone else. We can talk about that one. That's right. Virtuous love. You're hitting it right on the head. We're going to get ready to sign out tonight. Tomorrow we are going to pick up on the fear of failure. Fear of failure. So let's go ahead and be confessed. Confession is good for the soul. How many of us know that you have a fear of failure? A fear of failure. Yes, Pastor Lydia, I understand. Yeah. And these are things, somebody said, I don't want to lose my only child. I don't want to lose my mother. And that's normal. That's love. That shows that they are the center of something in your life. However, it should not be a fear. And we're going to deal with it between tomorrow and the next night. Why? How to keep it from being a fear. And what does these things in our lives that are causing us to fear, why do they cause us to fear? Thank you, Kiki. Let me go share mine too. Why do these particular things cause us to fear? And when you find out, you're going to slap your own wrist. These are the reasons why you have this fear. Yep, that's what we're going to deal with tomorrow. Fear of failure. We're going to deal with fear of rejection. And we're going to deal with the fear of the unknown. Fear of loss, we took care of. We're going to embrace tomorrow. Fear of failure. We're going to work that until we're able to get to fear of rejection. And we're going to work through that until we're able to work through the fear of the unknown. Can you believe that? Fear of the unknown. Yes, very good. Unknown, that's a good one. Fear of the unknown. And to be honest with you, most of these fears are really the fear of the unknown. Because if you fear failure, you don't even know what failure, if you fear success, you don't know what success is. You're fearing the unknown. If you're afraid of the dark and you can't even tell what's in the dark, you're afraid of the unknown. So most of these things are against our faith. These fears are against our faith. But I'm going to show you in the next 2 days how fear and faith both need each other. That's going to be a very interesting concept to get you to marry in your mind. Because we've been told that faith and fear are opposites. We've been told that fear and faith work in different directions. But I'm going to show you over the next day or so, depending how we get through it tomorrow, how our fear needs our faith and our faith needs our fear. Stay with me. That's right, Nicole. God does not give us the spirit of fear. That's absolutely right. Ready to boldly live fearlessly. Hi, Carol Rango. Fear and faith need each other. They really do. I'm going to help you. Right. If I fear the unknown, someone is saying, how can I believe that I will truly make it to heaven? Ooh. So maybe that's why some people are afraid to heaven. See, here we go. All right, we're going to stay to midnight. Go ahead, get your blanket, get your water. We're going to stay to midnight. Who's in? Midnight it is. We're going. We're going there. Oh, good. Somebody studied it too. We place with us. Charmaine says me. Maria says, yep, she's here. Juliet, she's giving me 3 hearts. All right, Du Bois. Du Bois put a tent up. She's tent. I like that. Yes, yes, yes. Nicole said, let's go. Nicole, before we go, lay your hands on that belly and tell that beautiful young baby that you are wanted in this world. You are coming for a purpose, that God has given you permission to have life and that more abundantly. And I bless you with the blessing of our Father. And I welcome you, prophet, into this world. Speak over that baby tonight in Jesus' name. All right, Marissa. She said, let's go in. You probably at work, so you don't care how late we stay up. Fear of dying before I fulfill my purpose. Now, that's big. Because as Elder Ross said, when he posted it on Facebook, he said, I know when I die that I need to die empty. All right, Rhonda. She said, I'm at work anyway. Let's go. Yes, midnight. Let's go. I love y'all. I can't say it enough. Can't say it enough. But you got your 100 reasons to live. You got your U marks out. Are your U marks in the mail? Could you believe somebody sent one to a young girl? And I mean, how old is she? I think she's 10. I don't want to say no names on here. But there's a young girl that we know. I think she's, no, maybe she may be 8. Somebody gave her a U mark card to an 8-year-old. She was so over the stars. She's 8. Yeah. She was so over the stars that someone gave her a U-mark card. You see how this thing can even reach beyond age and gender and all these biases that we have? This little girl was excited and she read it. She was so happy first that she could read it. Second, she was happy because somebody gave her a U-mark card. Come on, U-mark. There's a ministry. 7. 7. Thank you. Absolutely. She's so tall. I always say 10. Thank you, Mike. 7. Absolutely. Well, I'm so glad we had this time together. And I pray that we have tackled one major fear tonight, and that's fear of loss. I want you to speak to the creator of heaven and earth. I call him Yeshua Messiah. He's my Jesus, my Christ, my King of Kings, my Lord of Lords. He's the author and the finisher of my faith. He's made me better, and he's continually working in all my frailties and humanities. He's detoxing me, taking my soul through a metamorphosis, so that I can be the greater me, the one that I have never met, that I am so proud and ready and honored to be introduced to. I can't wait. If y'all with Cape Cod and are signing out, tell me Cape Cod. If not, you can say some other place. Cape Cod or some other place. Let's see what you have. Tamara, I got yours today. Yes, I did. Let me see where it's at. Let me see where it's at. There it goes. I got a U-mark card today. And I like when people personally draw or put any kind of little creativity of their own in the card. It makes my day. Yes, Tamara. I haven't been in my office, so I just came in today and opened it. Thank you. And I also got a U-mark card today from Pastor Lydia. Thank you so much. I got my car. I love it. They're on my desk. Told y'all I'm like a mother. You give me a card, it'll be in a box until I'm 80 years old, and I'll be reading those cards. There was one more, too, I think. Forgive me if you're here. My desk shows that I haven't been here in days. Cape Cod, Cape Cod, Cape Cod. Cape Cod works for me. Come on, Periscope. We going to Cape Cod or not? We going to Cape Cod or Hartford? Come on. Oh, we can wait. Cape Cod, Cape Cod. Never been there before. Some other place, all right? Cape Cod, come on. Cape Cod in the house. Cape Cod on rail side. Dubai, all righty. Well, let us get our piggy banks next, and we'll work on Dubai. Cape Cod for what? We're going to have our Soul Detox Conference. And we were looking to have it at the convention center or a hotel in Marriott. And tonight I was talking about dealing with some fears and going to Cape Cod. Somehow those two mirrored each other, and now we're looking like we're going to Cape Cod. Yes, Cape Cod. All right. Good. And we can switch it up, every year. Good. Paris. Now you're talking. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Good. All right. Well, that's it. Make sure you go ahead and do your hashtag tonight. What's our hashtag tonight? Hashtag losing control of control. Losing control of control. That was our topic tonight. I'm going to out. I didn't pray us in, so I'll pray us out. All right. Welcome, North Carolina. We can come to North Carolina. I'd love to do a conference in North Carolina. We'll pack up the Shekinah Glory, put it in the trailer, and head on down the way. Okay. No problem. Myrtle Beach. That's a beautiful place. Hashtag losing control of control. Come on. Good, Shakita. I hope you do. Father, I thank you for those that have been gathered in this ear time tonight, Father, and as you have taught so eloquently to myself that other people give you in their lives. So I thank you that I share this honor with your people tonight, that I value the ear time that they've given me every day since January 2nd, all the way up until this day, that they have given me this time to speak into their lives and to bring data and information and revelation and healing and a place to be non-judged and to go through their healing process. I thank you, Father, for what you've done in our lives, what you're continually doing in our lives. I thank you just for even waking us up this morning. I thank you for tomorrow. We're going to go into deeper depths, and we're going to actually enter in to the fear of failure. And I pray that you just encapsulate us in your love and in your glory and in your redemption process. And until we meet again, I thank you for each and every person under the sound of my voice, whether they are a believer and follower of the teachers of Christ or not. I pray that this affirmation over their life will convince one to win one. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Good night. Losing control of control. Come on. Absolutely. Good night. Good night. Awesome. Online deliverance. That's right. Awesome. Good night. Thanks for the love and the hearts and the thumbs up to say good night. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I always stay on a little bit longer with Facebook Live. Good. Enjoy the nutrition for your soul. I like that name too. You. Thank you all very much.